This piece on thought transference is an extract from Concentration and Character Building by Dorothy Greenside. It was published in 1920, and Dorothy Greenside was a leading theosophist of that time. I'm Dave Marsland, and this is part of my Instant Theosophy series. Thought transference. Thoughts are things, and every time we think we set in motion a definite force for good or ill. But its influence is enormously enhanced if we understand the manner in which it operates and consciously train our thought to take effect. A quote from H.P. Blavatsky's Voice of the Silence is now given. Help nature and work on with her, and nature will regard thee as one of her creators and make obeisance. And a great scientist has told us that nature is conquered by obedience. Therefore, as the operation of thought is governed by law, as surely as all other phenomena, it is by working with the law and not setting ourselves ignorantly against it that we shall arrive at the result we have in view. We have first then to consider the manner in which thought operates, and we find that it does so primarily as a vibration. Vibration, it has truly been said, is becoming the keynote of Western science. Investigate in what direction you will. The various phenomena can all be reduced to terms of vibration. For instance, vibrations travelling at a certain rate strike against the retina of the eye, and we call the result light. Other vibrations of a slower rate result in sound. Heat, electricity and wireless telegraphy are all waves of vibration travelling at varying speeds in the great ether of space that interpenetrates every particle of matter of which our earth is composed. And for a proper understanding of thought, it is necessary to remember that it is not some mysterious force operating in an unknown way peculiar to itself, but rather that it in no way differs from other phenomena, but is governed at all points by the same great laws, being primarily a mode of vibration in the ether interpenetrating space. There is a close analogy between wireless telegraphy and the vibrations of thought. When a message is transmitted by wireless telegraphy, a certain definite rate of vibration is set going by an instrument which creates a series of vibrations of corresponding speed in the surrounding ether. These waves of vibration proceed outwards, always reproducing the original rate, until they come in contact with another instrument which is tuned to vibrate at the same rate as the one by which the message was transmitted. Similarly, a thought is generated by a thinker which according to its nature creates a certain rate of vibration in the ether interpenetrating the brain. This vibration travels outwards, producing similar waves in the thought atmosphere until they come in contact with another brain which is interpenetrated with ether that can reproduce the rate of vibration of the original thought sent forth. When this happens, what we call thought transference takes place, and unspoken messages are transmitted from brain to brain. Thus, no physical barrier can bar the progress of a thought, for it travels not in the air but in the ether interpenetrating the air. All ways lie open, all space invites and welcomes, and thought may travel as easily into the hermetically sealed chamber as it may pass from the brain of one man to that of another who walks by his side. For ether, which is the medium of thought vibration, interpenetrates even the most dense physical matter, every particle of which is separate, swimming in a sea of ether at a known calculable speed. Thought transference has been accepted at the present day as an approved fact by most scientific investigators, and the following experiment described by Sir Oliver Lodge and tested by the present writer is worth a trial by all who wish to verify it for themselves. Exercise in thought transference. Two experimenters, A and B, decide to transmit thoughts of simple geometrical forms to each other and sit regularly every day for the purpose. Distance is immaterial. The present writer conducted the experiment with a friend living 22 miles away. The following is the method of procedure. For the first week, A is positive, i.e. the sender of the thought, and B is negative, i.e. the receiver. But the following week the positions are reversed, as to cultivate a perpetual attitude of receptivity carries a grave danger with it, as anyone familiar with the power of thought will realise. At a certain hour previously decided upon, A centres his thought on B until he can visualise him clearly. Then, for the space of 5 minutes, he pictures him seated within a simple geometrical figure, such as a square, oval, oblong or diamond, as the case may be. At the same time, B visualises A and remains quietly thinking of him, until presently he appears to him as if surrounded by a geometrical figure. When this occurs, the experiment is completed. Both experimenters should note the time. Draw the figure which has been sent and received on a card, and if they are living at a distance from each other, they should post the results daily. They will probably find that at first they will have a fair percentage of failures, but after a few weeks they can transmit simple geometrical forms from one to the other with regular success, although confusion sometimes exists between a circle and an oval, or a square and an oblong. The following exercise is a variation of the one just described. Exercise in colour thought transference. The same procedure is employed as in the first exercise, but when A has visualised B, he proceeds to picture him within an oval of some particular colour, which it is B's object to sense. The transmission of colour seems to come more easily to some people than that of geometrical forms, but most experimenters will find that it is better to perfect the first exercise before attempting the second.